Oh shit. Hey guys, today we're gonna be making onion rings. In a big bowl, get yourself some flour, paprika, and garlic powder. I accidentally put in onion powder as well, but I don't think it made a difference honestly. Throw in a little bit of pepper, salt, and our secret ingredient, which is going to be some beer. But what if I'm not 21? Ah, I remember those good old days. You can just use any other carbonated drink. Mix it until it's smooth. This is me giving beer one last try, and it still tastes like piss. And the worst part is some people will actually sit there and tell you that it tastes good. Huh? Pinocchio, is that you? Anyways, we're gonna cut up our onions into rings like so and lightly flour them to draw out any remaining moisture. And that's pretty much it. Take your onion, dip it into the batter, and then fry it in some hot oil until it's golden brown. Ooh! Take it out, and from this point you can literally use whatever seasoning you want to top it off. For example, I use Lowry seasoning salt, but you can use like garlic powder, parsley. This cooking shit is easy. Now, do I recommend you make this? Yeah, if you don't live next to a Carl's Jr., Jack in the Box, Burger King, Yard House, and Arby's. On today's menu, we're making a Danish pastry. First things first, get yourself one puff pastry sheet and let it vibe on the side for about 10-15 minutes. And meanwhile, we're gonna work on our filling, which is basically cream cheese and sugar. Give that a really good mix and finish off the job with some heavy whipping cream and vanilla extract. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You should taste it to see if you like it. Anyways, now it's time to get working on our pastry sheets. Feel free to cut it into whatever shape you like, and with a knife, we're going to lightly score the inside. Do not cut all the way through. Scoop your cream cheese mixture and put it right in the middle like this. And for that fruity flavor, we're gonna introduce some jam, okay? You can use strawberry jam, blueberry jam, toe jam, whatever you have on deck. I literally have no idea what I'm doing, but I just finished it off with an egg wash and threw it into the oven. 400 degrees for about 13 minutes, and so ugly. Drizzle on a little bit of icing. This is the part where you say, I should call my ex. Don't you dare. Know your worth. You deserve better. And if we're keeping it 100, they probably already blocked your number, so that shit's going straight to voicemail. On today's menu, we're making something that I've always wanted to make. Eggs Benedict. First things first, cook up some Canadian bacon, which is really like basically ham. Toss in a little bit of butter, and now it's time to toast our English muffins. If you're making something with bread, don't forget to toast it. Like imagine carrying a kid in the womb for 9 months just for it to grow up and eat untoasted bread. Huh? Get back in the womb. Anyways, moving along, it is now time to make our poached eggs. Crack an egg into a bowl and slowly throw it into some spinning, simmering water. Take it out after a few minutes, and it's so ugly, but it's okay because we're gonna cover it with our holiday sauce. Egg yolk, lemon juice, a little bit of salt mixed together. Slowly add in some melted butter until it can coat the back of a spoon like this, and that's pretty much it. Plated sauce on top, a little bit of parsley. The funny part is this is actually cake. Wait for it. Wasn't that satisfying though? Like, you know how like when you pop a big juicy zit? But how's the taste? I mean, I don't really like poached eggs, so it's cool. On today's menu, we're going to make some tempura fried ice cream. First things first, get a couple scoops of your favorite ice cream. Usually strawberry or green tea works the best, but you could do whatever you want. Just freeze it for 1 hour. Moving along, get yourself some pound cake, aka the only cakes that we can pound these days. It's so hard to crack a smile these days. Anywho, make it flat because we're gonna use it to wrap our ice cream balls. And once it looks like a baseball, freeze it for another 2 hours. And we're back. For the tempura batter, it's really just flour, egg, and cold water. Mix it on up and it should look something like this. Okay. Dip your balls into the batter and flash fry it for only like 15 seconds. Any longer and it's literally gonna turn into ice cream soup. When you cut into it, that's what I like to see. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Feel free to decorate it with whatever you want. Newton, why the hell is your ice cream like half melted? It was like 100 degrees in my kitchen and I have no AC. Like, what do you want me to do? More importantly, TikTok is not getting banned, okay? And if it does, shit, if you guys see me spinning signs on the street, you guys better honk to support. On today's menu, we're making honey sriracha chicken wings. The first thing that you're gonna need are some chicken wings, of course. And in a separate bowl, combine baking powder, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Now, this is not on the recipe, but I just added to everything like chicken, steak, cereal. Slowly coat your chicken wings with this mixture. This will basically allow the exterior of the chicken to crisp up in the oven without frying. Healthy, okay. Bake in the oven at 425 for about 20 minutes. Why is your chicken so ashy? Oh, it's not done. Flip it over and bake for another 40. Our sauce today is really just honey sriracha, rice wine vinegar, and a little bit of sesame oil. The oil really brings out that taste of Asian persuasion that we're looking for. Once your wings are done, just go ahead and combine it with the sauce. You can toss it in the air, or if you're not comfortable, you could use a spoon and mix it. Potato, it's the same thing. Finish it off with some sesame seeds and green onion. This cooking shit is easy. Watch this. Off the bone. Pause, and yeah, that's pretty much it. On today's menu, we're making hasselback potatoes. Probably one of the most satisfying dishes I've made so far. I just want to stare at it. Get yourself a Russo potato and lock it in with 2 chopsticks. Cut very thin slices into the potato. Do not cut all the way through. Throw it onto a baking tray, and in a separate bowl, we're gonna melt ourselves some butter, a little bit of olive oil, salt and pepper, and garlic powder since we add it to everything. Let's go. Mix that up, and we're gonna slowly brush that into every single potato crack. This reminds me of, you know how like when you shower, you take your hands and you bake at 450 for 50 minutes. Take it out and how did I burn my potatoes? The show must go on. Okay, we're gonna take a slice of cheddar cheese and put it in between every slice of potato and proceed to melt the cheese in the oven. Take it out and top it off with sour cream and green onions. This was supposed to have bacon. I remember buying it, but I guess I left it at the self-checkout. Anyways, what's up with the weather in the Bay? This morning I woke up to a loud boom. Bro, I thought somebody popped me while I was sleeping. Come to find out, we just had a thunderstorm. Random video, but as you guys know, there's this trend on TikTok of making cloud bread. Cloud bread? Today, we're gonna try to make it. First things first, get yourself a mixing bowl and crack a couple eggs in there. And for this, we only want the egg whites, so take out the yolks. Just give it to your baby cousin and tell them that it's mango ice cream. Moving on, mix up the egg whites until it's bubbly, and slowly mix in your sugar until you get something that resembles clouds. Okay. Sift in a little bit of cornstarch and add in some food coloring as well, okay? I chose blue because it was my great-grandfather's favorite color before he passed away. JK, I've never even met him. Bro. Anyways, throw it into the oven at 300 degrees for about 20 minutes. Take it out, throw it onto a plate, cut into it. It's cake? No, but seriously, like, it looks pretty sick, but I could not tell if it tasted good or bad. This has no flavor, but it's kind of sweet. It kind of tastes like a wet sock. So I woke up one morning like, I could really go for some tiramisu. So let's make it. First things first, get yourself a couple of egg yolks along with some sugar, and you want to mix that until it becomes like a pastel yellow color. Okay. And in a separate bowl, we're gonna combine some heavy cream and sugar. Hopefully you guys have a hand mixer or something of the nature because it takes a while to get these peaks. But once you have it, we're gonna add in some mascarpone cheese. So good, I could literally eat this by the bucket. Anyways, combine the 2 bowls that we just made, and that's gonna be our cream mixture. Let's go. Okay, the last thing we need is some espresso coffee, a little stallion of cognac, and since we're on the subject, California has been on fire and is getting serious. And recently I saw this TikTok of this guy saying that we can use wops to help put out the fires. Guys, I think he might be onto some. Proceed to assemble your tiramisu and finish it off with cocoa powder and just refrigerate it overnight. I was today years old when I found out that you don't even have to bake this. I had this in the morning with a cup of coffee, and bro, it was so good that my toes started curling up. Synonym chocolate crescent rolls. Essentially this is just a Walmart version of a croissant, but let's make it. First things first, we're gonna brown ourselves a little bit of butter, which is going to give us that nutty flavor. Hey, yo, did he just say nut flavor? Yeah, and that's the best flavor. Whoa. Anyways, in a separate bowl, we're gonna combine sugar with cinnamon to make cinnamon sugar, and then bust out your crescent rolls. Okay, each roll should have 8 triangles. Add mini chocolate chips to the bigger end and roll it straight up until you get something that looks like a croissant glizzy. Proceed to brush each of your crescent roll with that brown butter and then sprinkle on your cinnamon sugar generously. Have you ever had a teacher give you free extra credit? That's how generous I want you to be with the sugar. Bake in the oven for about 10 minutes, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Guys, when I made this, I put it on my IG story and someone said that the chocolate inside looks like rabbit poop. First of all, how do you even know what rabbit poop looks like? Second of all, you better sleep with one eye open tonight because I'm about to pull up. Tuscan salmon. Up until today, I've been calling it salmon. Get yourself a man that can pronounce salmon. Stupid. First off, season your salmon generously with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And for this recipe, we're also gonna need tomato, garlic, and onion. In a pan, you want to sear your salmon for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Look at that crust! Take it out and let's start making our sauce. Garlic and onion in. You basically want to saute it until it's opaque all the way through. And then proceed to saute your tomatoes until it's rough around the edges like this. Nice! Now we're gonna add in some vegetable broth. And you want to let that simmer down and reduce so that the flavor particles can really concentrate. Okay, add in your heavy whipping cream and give it a stir. And yeah, just finish everything off with spinach and Parmesan cheese. Don't forget to reintroduce the salmon, then add some parsley. How come everybody keeps talking about Bella Thorne and OnlyFans? I don't care what anyone else says, okay? Nobody's OnlyFans content is better than my uncle. Wait, huh? Who said that? I can't. Started when I was younger, it was my pleasure. Today we're gonna be making Chick-fil-A crunch wraps. Get yourself the waffle fries, mac and cheese, spicy chicken sandwich, no pickles, 1 tostada, and 2 flour tortillas. Okay, the first thing you have to do is to cut one of the tortillas to be the size of the tostada. And now it's assembly time, okay? Starting off with the mac and cheese. Honestly, I had no idea they even sold this. I thought they only sold chicken. Anywho, layer on your fries, your tostada, your spicy chicken patty. And lastly, we're gonna season it with buffalo sauce and ranch. Top it off with the tortilla that we cut out earlier, and then proceed to fold it into a crunch wrap shape. For my first time, it's actually not that bad. Grill both sides on a pan with a little bit of oil, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Take it out, cut into it, and is that tofu? Most importantly, add yourself some parsley. As for the taste, it tasted crazy. I don't know who was off the kush while they invented this, but okay, you might be onto something. Chocolate mug cake. Okay, I like that. Scrumptious, but most importantly, it's very easy and fast to make, so let's make it. In a big ass bowl, combine yourself some flour, cocoa powder, sugar, baking powder, a little of salt, and you basically want to mix that until there's no lumps. Proceed to add in some almond milk, vegetable oil, and some vanilla extract. Mix it up, and we'll basically end up with a chocolate cake batter, but without the egg. We're on our vegan shit, let's go! Moving on, get yourself a mug, and you want to fill it to about 75% of the way, and then top it off with whatever you want, okay? Maybe some chocolate, marshmallows, some parsley. Nah, JK. Throw it into the microwave for about 1 minute. Could be more, could be less, depending on your microwave's gigabytes. Top it off with a mini scoop of ice cream. This microwaving shit is easy. Guys, did anyone else see that pop star music video? It's crazy because I was actually supposed to be in the video, but the address that they sent me took me to a Wendy's.